How's it going, everyone? My name's Aiden. Welcome back. Today's day 337 Post by Connors channel. Back in the journey once again. Hopefully, you all are having such a great Thursday today and another day in the week. Of course, we are back one more day until the weekend. So let's keep on pushing through and keep on chugging along. But with that being said, today's message that I want to talk about is normalize choosing yourself without guilt. And before we get into today's message, let's talk about the day real quick. What did we do today? Uh, Work, 3 to 7. Calm little shift. Nothing really too bad. I gotta start changing up my shifts soon because I gotta get ready for next semester. I'm gonna try to get classes that are like earlier in the week, and all online. So that should be good. Other than that, just hit the gym today. Nothing really too special. Only thing I look forward to is just chilling, being back at home. But yeah, let's get back to today's message. Normalize choosing yourself without guilt. I feel like at the end of the day, you should always be choosing yourself. Why would you not put yourself first before anybody else? I mean, no one else is living in your body. No one else goes through the things that you go through. No one else is feeling the way that you feel on those bad days. Normalize picking yourself first every single time. In no right and in no way you should feel guilty for saying, you know what, I go first before anybody else. Because let me tell you something. As being one with the people pleasers, I could tell you, I've had that feeling of where, you feel so guilty about yourself for choosing yourself. All you've done is help people. All you've done is, put your arm out and just like reach out and just be that person that's always there for everybody. But realistically, who's there for you? Sure, you can help your friends and be like, oh, man, hey, like, could you help me with something? And I'm sure somebody will, but have you ever really thought about, like, are you somebody's first choice? Not to make you think like this and, probably maybe get you sad. I don't want to get you sad, though, obviously. And, man, like, sometimes I think about that and I'm like, I feel as though I will never be anybody's first priority. I'll never be somebody's first choice. And it's really sad to think about. But it's true. I feel like it's reality. I mean, a lot of people can straight up say to you and be like, yeah, no, of course you're my first choice. But do they really mean that? Deep down. Do they really mean that? I don't know. I mean, you never know. But you should never feel guilty for putting yourself first. Never feel guilty about, doing self-work. At the end of the day, the only person that you're going to have that's really true is yourself. Sure, I mean, maybe, your homies won't lie to you, your family won't lie to you, but the only true person that you're really going to know for the rest of your life is yourself. So pick yourself first every time you need to do so. You should not feel any sort of guilt of picking yourself over your friend that you've been there for so many times. And maybe they haven't been there for you once. Never. Because honestly, like I said, being somebody who's always been a people pleaser, it gets draining after a while. And sometimes you think to yourself, would anybody do the same for me? And it really makes you question, interesting thing to think about. But I don't like to think about it too much because I don't like getting myself upset and being like, oh no, I'm nobody's first choice, nobody's first priority. Because someday you will be somebody's first choice. You will be somebody's first priority, and somebody's going to be so thankful that they are friends with you and they are blessed to have you in their life. But maybe it might not be right now. So pick yourself every single time. You deserve it. You deserve to be the first choice. even if it's not somebody else picking you first, you're picking yourself first. And that's a big step that not a lot of people like taking. You know, they think that picking themselves, you know, they're being selfish, they're being, you know, inconsiderate. It doesn't make you inconsiderate, it doesn't make you weird, it doesn't make you selfish. It's just you wanting to choose yourself over anybody else because you love yourself. You love who you are as a person. You love the things that you do. Shit. Why would you not pick yourself? Do that. You deserve it. And it doesn't hurt to do it once in a while. If you never do it, do it. Do it. But that being said, guys, hope y'all have such a great rest of your evening. And remember, take care of yourself. You deserve you matter, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.